Chicken Jackie. Wubba lubba dub dub.
Ah! Okay, guys. We're leaving. We're on our way home from Level Up Expo. We're leaving.
That's the end of day one. I feel like I'm kind of blown out. The sun's in my face.
Don't worry. We're about to get a lot more sun in our face.
Sun's in my face. I'm getting a little bit sweaty, you know.
We'll throw these in the back seat so we can.
My face might be getting a little bit red, but that's okay.
Oh, my arms feel tired.
Yeah, that morning wait was exhausting.
I was lifting it while waiting. I was lifting the bag.
Sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit. Saw a lot of cool cosplayers. Don't do that.
Like? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I putting you on the spot, Mr. I smell bullshit? Am I calling you on your bullshit? Oh, yeah, we did see 3 different Invincibles.
Yeah, and only one Rexplode.
And only one Rexplode.
Do you know why no one cosplays Rexplode? It's because he's dead. He's dead. That's why.
Because he's the best character.
How can he be the best character when he's dead? He's no longer there anymore.
Because it's self-sacrifice. I'm sorry, you're such a piece of shit that you can't see the cool character
doofusness.
The redeeming qualities of Rex Sloan, by the way. Did you know that's his name, by the way? Did you know that's his name, Rex Sloan?
I don't care that
Rex Sloan's his name.
I don't care his name.
No, you wouldn't know that.
Stupid like
you wouldn't
Rex.
know that because you're like, that's you. So yeah, we had a pretty good day.
I was alright, but I feel like James was having a little bit of trouble today.
I was doing fine. I was doing fine at the beginning, and then I took a shot.
We took some. We had this idea to just get a couple of.
Because they're serving they're serving free samples of GamerSupps at the GamerSupps booth.
That's right.
But they're serving them in shot glasses.
And we had this brilliant idea to record ourselves, just like.
Is that Noah?
Knocking back. No, that's not Noah.
James,
dude, that was super insensitive.
That looked exactly like Noah's face.
Oh my god, man.
That was Noah's face to a T.
Noah's face on that body?
Yeah. That's why I was like, is that Noah? I was like,
I'm gonna look, but I'm not gonna make it obvious. That does not look like Noah.
That looks like Noah's face.
That does not look like Noah.
That looks like Noah's face.
We had this brilliant idea to record ourselves taking shots of GamerSupps, the samples of GamerSupps like they were alcohol. And just like really being like inebriated by it.
And me, somebody who has taken shots and actually drinking alcohol, I took a shot, like how you're supposed to take shots. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. So I don't know how to take shots, so I just drank it, like just one gulp, drink it.
Yeah.
But James shotted it, and so then
I shotted it so hard.
Not so long after that, you were having troubles.
Almost immediately.
Yeah, your face turned red.
We went up the stairs and like I was getting like red from like, you know, just exercise in general. But then like I could feel my face getting even hotter. I was pouring a bucket and my stomach felt so twisted and just wrong. And I am definitely just, okay, there we go. It's color corrected now. But I was just pitch black. I was a silhouette on that camera.
That's okay.
But I felt so awful. But also, before that, right before I started feeling my stomach twisted in knots, I saw a whole wheat Pete. I think he has a physical quirk, as they call it in My Hero Academia.
He's got a quirk.
He's got a quirk that causes immediate nausea in those who notice him. Once you perceived him.
It causes immediate heat syncope in everyone that sees him. That's what you got. You got heat syncope.
I got heat syncope.
Yeah, you started sweating like crazy.
I feel a little
and then you went, oh, don't feel too good. That was heat syncope, James. You actually had that.
I felt so immediately just like bad. And then as we were sitting, and I noticed that the tripod, like the head on it that holds the thing was loose, and I was trying to figure it out. There was like a moment where I genuinely threw up in my mouth, and I stopped and I'm like, oh my god, I think I might be dying or something. What is going on?
I'm getting sick.
What did this to me?
First off, it was
GamerSupps.
Well, it was GamerSupps.
And it was also the food from earlier.
Secondly, it was that, what was that, Johnny Rocket?
Johnny Rocket's chicken.
Johnny Rocket's chicken tenders, which you said were 4 out of 10. I think those definitely
rated them
a number on
before I felt any effect.
Okay.
Because right after we ate them, I turned the JD up.
Has that affected your rating at all, or is it still?
No, it tasted fine still.
Okay.
And I wasn't the one who bought them. No, I was on double charge.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna get a refund later.
Oh,
No wheat Pete.
No wheat. All white Pete.
All white Pete.
Whole white nation Pete. We forgot to mention it with the Invincible cosplayers, which I thought was a very interesting when you looked at all three of them. Two of them very clearly bought their costumes. The blue and black Invincible had clearly bought his and that face shell that's been getting pretty popular for Invincible cosplayers to use after the 3rd season. Somebody made like a face shell and put it out there, and it's been being like mass produced. But he didn't wear the face shell on the inside like you're supposed to. Spider-Man cosplayers, you know what I'm talking about. He wore it on the outside and glued the mask to it rather than it to the mask.
It's alright.
It was fine. It's just it's a very noticeable difference of blue.
It was okay, but I think the most important part that James was mentioning is that he immediately saw that cosplayer and was like, Puerto Rican.
No, we got around him again, and I realized, oh, that's a Puerto Rican dude. Because I was like, it's Puerto Rican, Mark. He's a variant.
Yeah, that's
JD.
what he said to me. He said to me, that's a Puerto Rican, they're variants. That's what he said to me.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're Puerto Ricans. My name's Ethan Klein. I need more cocaine. Oh yeah, there's a new development on that. Ethan Klein said, I'll finally have, so I don't know if I've told you about that part, but Ethan and Hassan's been like, hey, Ethan Klein, let's have a debate. Let's actually talk about Israel and Palestine rather than you watching clips of me and then responding to them instead of just talking to me. Just talk to me. He's like, just talking to me as a friend. Like, just have a genuine discussion. And then he's like, let's...
Hey, whoa, they're not friends.
They used to be.
They're not friends. Just like how you and I aren't friends. We're co-workers.
Are you serious?
Okay. Business only. There's no other more than that. You see, friends.
Wait, are we not friends?
Friends go with other friends to maid cafes. Okay, that's what they do.
JD, are we not friends?
That's what they do.
Wait, no,
that's just what they do.
JD, are we not friends?
I am serious.
No, I'm being serious.
I am being serious.
JD, are we not friends?
Oh, let me just. I'm being serious. I'm serious right now.
I thought we were friends.
I said the maid cafe. You know how serious I was about the maid cafe.
Is it just that?
It is that.
No,
is that like, just that?
Well, like you're saying we're not friends, and you're like you bring.
Pretend like it wasn't serious.
Are you only saying that the maid cafe is why we're not
only
friends?
Only the maid cafe? Only the maid cafe?
Are you saying? I'm asking you. Are you saying that only the maid cafe is why we're not friends?
Yeah.
So Ethan and Hassan, it's my bad knuckle.
You're right.
My bad.
I was about to say, like, that's not your bad knuckle, right?
Yeah.
How'd you hurt your knuckle in the first place?
So
Was this stupid?
I'm gonna finish the Ethan Hassan thing. Remember me to talk about the knuckle?
Yeah.
So Ethan Hassan, Ethan's finally like, because Ethan's been like, I don't want to talk. You gotta watch my content nuke first. You gotta watch my content nuke on you, Hassan.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like, fine. You don't have to watch it. We'll just talk. We'll finally talk. And Hassan's like, oh, okay, let's talk right now. And Ethan ignores him saying that, despite people in his chat flooding and saying, he's ready to talk now, he's ready to talk now. He's like, Hassan, the coward, the pussy coward, fucking terrorist, swastika bitch that I know he is. He's gonna set a new gold pole and goal pole, whatever it is, and push it like he always does. And Hassan's like, yeah, okay, well, I'll just talk to you now. Let's do it. Let's just get on a call together now and just talk as we are on stream. And that's been... And Ethan ignores everybody telling him that earlier in chat, then sending him messages, like genuinely ignores it, but then focuses on it at the end of the stream, like he never tried to reach out. His fans never came here flooding me until now when I'm ending stream. And Hassan's in chat typing.
Well, first off, James, it's too late.
It's not too late.
You are too late.
Yeah,
you're
2 hours. Yeah,
You're done.
But like Hassan's like in his chat like, hey, I said we were ready to go 2 hours ago. Why didn't you ever respond? I sent you a DM even on Instagram since you still follow me there. Which, by the way, he does. It's very weird of Ethan to have a guy that he hates so much that he still follows.
It's because he likes it.
I know. That, by the way, that's my favorite thing is that all the comments, whenever you look at like an Ethan video of him yelling about Hassan, everybody in the comments is like, Ethan's talking about his crush again. It's like people gossip like, ooh, he's talking about his crush again. Okay, so my knuckle now. I was cooking dinner the other day, and I got a little agitated while cooking dinner. Because it was a recipe. So I was gonna do a kind of normal thing I do. I was gonna pull out some meat in the way I normally do it and go into the freezer, find a cut of meat.
The way you normally do, which is not normal?
This is normal. I went into the freezer, I pulled out a cut of meat, and my dad goes, no, pull out something big because tomorrow's Easter. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I pulled out a pork shoulder. We had this big thing of pork shoulder. It was 10 pounds of meat. We've had it in there for a while. We've been trying to think of something to do with it. Okay, so what are we going to cook with it? He's like, you're going to mix this. And he gives me this recipe he printed off. It's most of the list for it is half faded. Like, you can barely read what half of it says of the ingredients of how much you should use as well.
It's a video game like mystery. Solve it. You gotta find all the pieces.
And it's also not fit for what I'm cooking. It's fit for a smaller portion, so I have to manually change all the things to match it. And then I realize when I'm doing that, there's a second recipe that it's giving you the ingredients for in the first recipe. And I'm like, what?
But for a bigger batch.
But for a completely different thing, for pickled red onions. And I'm like, we're not doing pickled red onions. Why is this part of this recipe?
Pickled red onions.
I'm like, why is it in there? And I'm like adding stuff because I'm also going grocery shopping that exact night. I'm like, I want to get this now because I'm going to make it in the morning because it's going to be a 5-hour cook. And I kept saying it to my dad, 5-hour cook time. It's going to be cooking for 5 hours.
5 hours to cook it?
Yes, because it was such a big cut of meat that it had to cook that long.
Okay.
So I'm getting it all ready. I get all the ingredients. I can't find some of this stuff. He wants me to get lard.
Yeah.
You know what lard is, right?
I do know what that is.
Okay, I hate buying it. Because I don't use it for cooking. I don't ever use it in general. My dad fucking, like, he's an addict for it once we get it. He's like, get it. Fucking, I love putting he like, literally the other day, he's like, what happened to people putting lard in their food? I'm like,
lard, huh?
He's like, you need to get it. You need to get it. I'm like, I don't. And I'm like, okay, I don't.
Get the lard, Jim!
And I'm telling him, I'm like, there's nothing in this store that says the word lard on it. And he's like, get Crisco. Crisco is just lard under a different name. And I'm like, okay. I can't find Crisco either, and I've walked this store 5 times now, going every aisle,
James,
looking up and down.
It's your incompetence, James.
I know what Crisco is though, because I've always heard of it. It's thinking of. Have you heard of Crisco?
No, I've never heard of Crisco.
I've heard of it because like my dad watches.
Lard.
I don't
know if you can tell, but
I don't either. We haven't cooked with it in I think like 10 years.
But your father just brings it up all the time or something?
Yes, because it was something my mom always used.
Okay.
Which would explain.
It must be something in the lard.
And I'm like telling my dad, like, I'm not gonna walk up to somebody and say, as I am looking, I'm not gonna walk up to a person and go, where's the lard, ma'am?
Well, you know what they'll be like? They'll be like,
fat ass!
Fat! You're fat!
Oinky oink! And it's like, I'm a person who doesn't really care that much, but it's also like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to put myself in a scenario where I know I'm going to be like...
Put yourself in a situation.
I don't want to. And so I walk up to the fucking deli counter, where they should know absolutely, because it's a meat byproduct, the fat.
Right.
I'm like, these guys will know where the Crisco is.
Comes from the same place the meat does.
Yeah. The guy looks at me and he goes, what's Crisco? And I'm like...
Me. That's me. That was me at the bar. That was me at the deli bar, by the way. I go, what's Crisco? And you just have to say it. Just say it to his face. You go, lard. I'm looking for lard.
I can't, no.
I want to eat lard.
Because I was trying to walk up to say
eat it.
I was trying to walk up to say it, and then this guy kept like hovering and like right behind me, and it felt like super uncomfortable that he was like over my shoulder already as I'm trying to do this. And I'm like, I don't know. And like I show him the picture. I'm like, it's this thing that my the recipe needs it for cooking. I don't know what it is. I'm showing him, and he's like, I don't know then, man. I'm like, you know exactly what it is, you bitch. But
He was saving you, Jim. He was like, if I don't tell him what else, he's just gonna get like butter or something healthier. Just don't get the lard.
I wish. I'm telling my dad, like, hey, I'm gonna leave the store. I can't find this. He goes, call me on FaceTime. Go to the baking aisle. And I go to the baking aisle, and I'm looking around, and I'm at the oil, and at the very bottom shelf, on which you can't fucking see it, I see the word Crisco.
I knew it, James. I knew it was your incompetence. They had
My incompetence. It's the smallest item on the shelf, hidden at the bottom shelf. Like, there's Crisco oil, and I'm like, oh, maybe we can use the oil instead. And then I look down and I see it.
Yeah, and how'd your father take it when he saw that too?
I knew it! I knew it! Yeah, okay, man.
Yeah, the classic gloating on it. Same thing I would do. I'd be like, I knew it, James! I knew it was you!
No matter what I do, I always lose.
You do. You never win.
I never win. There are no wins. There are only just
There are no W's.
There's losses, and
You know what else is another L?
There's losses, and
The battery of this camera.
Oh, it's about to shut off.
It's
Okay,
getting
I'll
a little bit
explain. I'll
closer.
explain how
The knuckle.
my knuckle. So I'm at home cooking it the next day in the morning. I'm getting it all prepared, and then I'm realizing, oh, this is a really lengthy thing. This is a lot longer it's gonna take than I thought it would. So my timeline for when I was gonna have it done would have been perfect for everybody arriving home for dinner, because now we have 2 other family members showing up, and it wasn't. And as I'm cooking it, I'm getting like fucking stressed, and I have like cuts on my hands from other shit, and I'm doing limes and onions. Like I'm having to cut up limes and squeeze them with my bare hands because we don't have like a squeezer. You know how that feels?
Great.
Limes on your open cuts?
Yeah, it feels great.
I was getting like, I felt this moment of just.
It feels fresh. Like a new bouquet of flowers.
So I'm gonna give you my genuine like fucking moment of me before the camera dies.
Sure.
It was me just sitting there going, ah! Boom! Fucking, I hit the counter, and it's a wooden counter, thankfully. It wasn't our fucking other one. And I hit it, and I just sit there, and I go, I text you like, I think I broke my knuckle. I'm like, because it's this buildup of all this shit of like my dad's adamance, and he was yelling at me, by the way. I call him over the phone, and he's yelling at me, and it's like, oh my fucking god, like, dude, I just want to cook something normal. That's the end of the. That's season 3, by the way.
That's the end of this.
This is in season 3.
Because the battery's almost dead, so.
And everybody, that's the end. That's the end, baby. Catch you on Sunday when this comes out.
Bye-bye.
And then see you for the video of the.